friends, it's Taylor and today I'm going to be filming part 1 of my 2-part book haul. I've been stocking up a lot of books over the past few months and I just wanted to share with you what all I got. So a lot of these books I don't plan on reading right away. I'm actually going to be going on a work term for all of next year. It's part of my university program and I will be up in the territories of Canada, so for anyone that doesn't know, it's pretty up north. And I'll be living in a small hamlet, not even a town, hamlet, and there won't be any bookstores. I don't even know if there's a library there. So I've been stockpiling so many books throughout the school year. A lot of my past book haul I haven't even read because I'm stockpiling those, and then all the books I'm going to be sharing with you in my video today and my video next week are also books for the most part. A few of them I do plan on reading this summer, but for the most part they'll be books that I take up north. So let's get into it. I'm not going to go too much into most books. I'll probably just share why I picked it or just the book itself. So the first book I got is Out of Nowhere by Maria Padina. This is a YA contemporary book that follows the character who just, you know, is really good at soccer. From what I understand, it kind of comes out of nowhere, his skill with soccer. So I thought it'd be cool to read kind of a sports book. Next up, I have the May Booksplosion Book Club Book of the Month, and that is The Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things by Carolyn Mackler. It sounds like an amazing book that I think is an important book to be read about kind of body image and self-confidence and coming of age. So I'm excited to read this, and like I said, it's the May Booksplosion Book Club Book of the Month. That is such a long thing to say. Next up, I have 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. I picked this one up because I think it would be a good summer read. It kind of has travel and adventure in it, which in my opinion are good books to read in the summer. Then I have The Weight of Feathers by Anna Marie McLemore. I don't know too much about this book, but I do know it's a pretty popular book that a lot of people on BookTube have already read, so I thought I'd hop on that bandwagon. So keeping with the theme of books that like a lot of booktubers have read, so I wanted to read it. The next two books kind of follow that. So the first one that follows that is When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. That's the same as The Weight of the Feathers. I actually just realized that. But anyways, it is another book that I've seen a lot on BookTube and I thought I would pick it up. And then I have An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And I know this is a trilogy, I think, and people just are obsessed with this book, so again, I thought I'd pick it up. For the April? What month are we? We're in April. So for the March Booksplosion Book Club Book of the Month, it was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, and I absolutely loved it and have now fallen in love with Adam Silvera and his writing, so I picked up More Happy Than Not, and I'm excited to give this one a read. Next up, I picked up Paper Valentine by Brianna Yovanov. I found this on Book Outlet. Most of these books are from Book Outlet, so it's kind of just a random Book Outlet? Yeah, Book Outlet. And so it was kind of just like a random pick that I thought sounded cool. It's kind of like some suspense, mystery. It said Valentine on it, so I thought this might be a cool book to read on February 14th. Like I said, I'll be up in the territories in Canada and I won't be near any bookstores, so some of the books I did pick up for particular times of the year, and this is one that I thought might be a cool one to read around Valentine's Day. Then I picked up A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. It is a mystery book. I love mystery books. Nancy Drew's what got me into reading, so I like anything mystery. And in this book series, world, universe, whatever you want to call it, Sherlock Holmes is a real person and we are following one of his descendants who is also a sleuth. So it sounded really interesting. Then I picked up a book that I would say is probably a must-read for everyone and one that I really wanted to reread this year, and that is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And I am so excited to get to this. I want to just read it now, but I'm trying really hard to wait a little bit longer to read this when I am living up north. So The Outsiders is, in my opinion, a classic, and going along that theme, I picked up quite a few books that are good classics that I just really wanted to read because I think I should get into reading more classics. So I picked up 2 Jane Austen books. I have Sense and Sensibility and Love and Friendship. I found both of these on Book Outlet. I have really no idea what any of them are about, but Jane Austen is a classic, so I decided I want to read them. Then I picked up The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. One, she's a Canadian, and I want to read more Canadian authors, so I'm really excited for this. I have watched the TV show, and I do enjoy it, but I know the TV show is not exactly like the book. So I want to give it a go, because I think it's an interesting classic, and from what I know about it, mostly from the TV show, it's a really interesting concept. And the last classic I picked up is Little Woman. I'm thinking Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. But I'm thinking this will be a awesome book to read curled up in a blanket when it's like snowing outside, and there'll be lots of snow anyways where I'm living, so that shouldn't be a problem, but I think it's a good classic and I'm actually pretty excited to get to this one. Then I've heard a lot about Rainbow Rowell, and I know he's a lot of booktubers' favorite authors, so I picked up 2 of his books, and I also have some more coming soon of his. But first I picked up Almost Midnight, which are 2 short stories by Rainbow Rowell, and then I picked up Carry On, which I'm excited to get to, because I know it kind of follows that trope of the chosen ones like Harry Potter and stuff, so I think it'll be really fun. Then on Book Outlet I picked up The Secret Sky by Atia Abari. I want to read one of my goals for this year was to read books with more representation, and this follows a different culture, East Asian, I think. Don't really know a whole lot about this book. Like I said, I found it on Book Outlet. Sounded good at the time when I picked it, and you know, still want to read it. But yeah, it's a novel of forbidden love in Afghanistan. Help if we read the little blurb. Go me. But it sounds really interesting, and I think it will be a cool read to read, and a different viewpoint and stories than and representation than what I normally read. Now we are on to some books I picked up at Chapters before I moved home for the summer that I just never put in a haul. The first is a set of poetry called Depression and Other Tricks by Sabrina Benham. The blurbs on the back sounded really good to me from what people have said about the book, and as someone who does have a depressive disorder, I thought this would be a good book to read, as I think it could be very relatable and something hopefully really good to read for myself. Then I picked up The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Lesley Walton. I just have heard amazing things about this from booktubers, and I really wanted to pick it up, so I did. I was with my friend at Chapters when I picked up the Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, and she recommended to me to read Nimona, we're gonna go with that, by Noelle Stevenson. She said it was like this online cartoon series before, and now it's been turned into a graphic novel, so I thought I would pick it up and I would read it, because I don't read many graphic novels, if really any. Moving on, another book that I got from Chapters is a new release called The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. This is an LGBTQ book, and I love all things LGBTQ books. I think we need way more representation, so I'm very excited to read this one. And the LGBTQ plus books I have read, I've really enjoyed, so I'm excited to get to this one. And that released, I want to say, sometime in April, because I got it while I was still at university. But then I picked up A Shiver of Sky and Snow by Lisa Ludecki. I suck at names, but Lisa Ludecki, we're gonna go with that one. I know it's like a really imaginative book, and it kind of has to do with the Northern Lights, which, reading that synopsis, made me think about moving to the territories of Canada, and I wanted to read this book, mostly because of that. And moving on to the last 2 books of this part of the book haul, I picked up, and I'm really excited about this, this is from Book Depository, and this is J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but the Ravenclaw edition, so it's got the awesome page. Well, don't know what we'd call that, but I'm really excited. It's kind of like a collector's edition. It's got blue, and this has the lady or the Grey Lady on the back, which I'm not too up on my Harry Potter stuff, but I do know she's from Ravenclaw. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping to actually collect the entire Harry Potter series in the Ravenclaw edition. I'm hoping that they come out with all of them. I do know the second one is coming out in a few months on Amazon, at least in Canada, so I do plan on picking that one up to have the first two in the Ravenclaw edition. And next, the last book, which I'm super excited about, and I'm kind of sad it took me a while to pick it up, is The Astonishing Colors of After by Emily X.R. Penn. I've heard amazing things. I do know this deals with mental health, and again, like LGBTQ plus books, I think we need more books revolving mental illness and mental health and that type of a representation. But I do know that is a trigger warning also for some people, especially in this book. It does deal a lot with suicide, but I am excited to get to it. So that is part one of my massive book haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back next week when I will be sharing with you the second part of my book haul and what just got delivered in this indigo box today. I think it's a blanket, could be a book. We'll find out next week. But anyways, I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.